What is the most optimal way to turn off a torch in Ponytown? If you don't know, there is actually 3 methods to do just this. You can of course go up to a torch like so and just boop it like this, or you can go up to one and sneeze it like this, or you can even go up to one and kiss it like so, and it will turn off the torch. This time seems to be random, but is it actually random, and is there a way we can make sure we always get the best possible outcome? The longest time with the torch being off. Is booping quicker and longer than the others? Is sneezing longer than the others? And is kissing longer than the others? To figure this out, we're gonna have to do a couple of things. We're gonna have to go to the main map, because I don't really want to use one of these torches, because I feel like that might skew the results somehow. Maybe it's different on your party island. Who knows? Maybe I should test that at some point too. But we're gonna go to the main island, turn off a torch by booping it 10 times. Make sure we're recording the entire time. We're gonna boop off a torch by kissing it 10 times, and we're gonna do it again by sneezing on the torch 10 times. And we're gonna compare the different results in an editor like so. And I've already done it. Look at that. I'm ahead of the curve. That's insane. As you can see here, all of the ones in red are me booping, and these are all of me sneezing on it, and then these are the ones where I've kissed the torch. I have cut them down to get rid of exactly the point when the torch goes off and exactly the point when the torch comes back on. Once I've done that, it's as simple as double-clicking one of these and checking the duration of the clip. This clip, for example, is 19 seconds and 1 millisecond, or 0.1 milliseconds, I guess, is technically how you'd read that. Once we do that, it's as simple as just putting it into an average calculator, and we can figure out the average time for each of these torches to come back on. And so we get all of the boops together, put all of them in a group, which is, again, is something I've already done. We get the sneezes all in a group and put them all into one thing, and then we compare the average of the kissing as well. So doing all of that, we can get a couple of interesting results here, because, well, I guess before I really share the results, I should ask, obviously, oh, which one do you think will be the longest? Comment below. Oh, that's a YouTuber thing to do, is ask you to comment below and stuff like that. But also, a couple of things too that we have to keep in mind is this is a very a very small sample size. I could have sat here and done it for 50 times for each one, for a total of 150. So I could have booped a torch off 50 times, sneezed on a torch 50 times, and kissed a torch 50 times. Or I could have done 100 times each, or 1,000 times each, and my results would have been wildly different. But for the sake of entertainment purposes, I only did it 10 times for each, and I got some different averages. So my average for booping was 8.266, so 8 seconds and 2.66 milliseconds for booping. That one was actually pretty interesting, because all of them seem to have pretty high results, with the shortest time being 3 seconds. Well, 3.03 seconds, I guess is how I should say that. And the longest time that the torch was off when I booped it was 15 seconds and 15 milliseconds, so 15.15, which is an interesting number there. Going into the sneezing category, where I just simply sneezed on the torch for X amount of time, 10 times here. The longest time was 15.6 seconds, and the shortest time was 4.04 seconds. And the average total time was 0.041 seconds, which means, surprisingly, sneezing actually, according to my own test here, again, it's a small sample size, but according to my testing, sneezing is less effective than booping. So that just leaves kissing. Is kissing more effective than sneezing and booping? Well, let's find out. Going into the kissing category, the shortest time for that was 3.14 seconds, which is interesting, because that's like the number of pi or whatever. But the longest time, and this actually blew my mind, because when I was doing this, when I was, editing it here in the editor, whatever else like that, and, cutting it down and everything like that, I noticed that one of these clips were very long, and so I double-checked it. I triple-checked it, and I did cut it correctly. The longest time that I had for kissing was 29.16 seconds. That torch was off for almost 30 seconds before it came back on when I kissed it. And I was like, oh, kissing is definitely going to win. And actually, it did, with the average of 12.511 seconds. So if you want to boop off torches and you want to make sure they stay off for as long as possible, start kissing your torches, because apparently, well, I wasn't close enough for that for some reason. But apparently, kissing love is the best way to go here. And so there you have it. That is a wacky little experiment that I did here in Ponytown recently. If you guys are curious of if flying is faster than running in Ponytown, definitely check out a video on that because I've done that previously as well. Yeah, also consider liking, subscribing, sharing, maybe telling me in the comments below how surprised you are by these results, if you believe these results are conclusive enough to say that kissing is definitely the way to go. But yeah, do all those wonderful things like that, and yeah, when you do wonderful things like that, not only do you get access to wonderful content such as this, you know, axes and whatnot, but you also get to become wonderful yourself, and I think we all want that. So do those wonderful things, and until next time, stay wonderful. I'm gonna kill this random bear that's AFK. It's dead now. They're gone. Just pretend they're gone. They're dead.